Hey everybody, it's Benjamin here at the Centaur Fragrance Channel, coming back at you. We're fragrance lovers, we're frag heads, we're fragrance enthusiasts, and let's talk about another fragrance. This one's called Auria, I believe it's how you spell it or say it, pronunciate it, at Divona. Now, these fragrances, these samples were sent to me for review. Take this with a grain of salt, 100% transparency, just as, y'all would expect here at the Centaur Fragrance Channel. So first off, this fragrance is described with three characteristics: idealistic, charming, and romantic. Out of this fragrance, I don't know if this one is overtly idealistic. I don't know how a fragrance would have that, but I do think that this is a little bit more of a charmer. And we'll get into that, but we'll talk about the notes. Ozone, melon, blackberry, rose, vanilla, ambrette, and musk. Y'all know that I do love a good musky fragrance. Y'all know that I do love a good fragrance that has beautiful musky notes, beautiful musky qualities, and this definitely does a good job. To me, the ozone quality is here. It's kind of aquatic without being aquatic, not salty, not seaweed like, but it has more of that overall airiness, kind of feel to this fragrance. The melon, I'm not sure what kind of melon this is. I don't. It's not particularly. Doesn't leap out of the fragrance. It doesn't have a distinctive kind of quality like a cantaloupe, a honeydew, watermelon, or anything else. It doesn't really. I can't really detect what kind of melon this is. The blackberry to me isn't as well rounded as it could be. It's there. I really do like the note of blackberry and blueberry. Whenever fragrances are able to pull them off, they're not used very often. I do like that, and that's where some of that romantic side of this fragrance is coming through. We'll talk about that in the compliment factor section, but it's a charmer. The rose comes through, not in a big way, but it kind of supports everything, rounding things out a little bit in the mid. Overall, the vanilla is here, but again, the Divona vanilla isn't heavy vanilla. It's not boozy, dark vanilla. It's not a vanilla that's overtly sweet. It's more of like an airy vanilla, almost like a vanilla powder. So take that into consideration. I love ambrette. I'm very familiar with ambrette. I love the leathery aspects of ambrette and the musk, and it can be slightly animalic in its own way. Here, the ambrette is a little bit more of just a mid note, maybe slightly a very clean leather, but not animalic whatsoever. It doesn't really have a lot of the leather nuances, and it doesn't really have any of that roasted nature, or that I love with ambrette. So this is a very delicate ambrette. Musk here is here in a big way. Definitely more of a musk style fragrance from Divona, and I think that's a very nice thing. If you look at the front, it's called Dandelions, and we're going to talk about the performance now, and I definitely think that they captured this smell well. Before I do, though, I do have to say I wish that there was a lot more of the ozone vibe, and I do like the musk. You could probably even amp it up even more, and I really do think that this fragrance maybe deserves a little bit more sweetness, maybe a little bit more of that blackberry, and make the blackberry a little bit more fleshed out, make it a little bit more well-rounded, give the blackberry a little bit more of the center show, the center stage, give it some more love. Anyways, this fragrance with the performance is about average projection, like you would expect from this brand. This one is because it's more of a musk. It's doesn't project as much, but it does last a little bit longer. I think you'd get 6 or 7 hours out of this one. A lot of Divona fragrances are 6 or 5 or 6 hours. This one's nice overall, and but the sillage is what's better about this fragrance. Y'all know that musk fragrances have good sillage. People are able to detect it once you walk past them, once they get close to you. If you're having a conversation, it makes a little bit of a scent trail. It doesn't leap off the skin. It doesn't get really far off your skin. But when you walk past people, the wind kind of pushes that scent around. So that's a wonderful thing with sillage, and I actually love fragrances with sillage. So overall, very nice touch. Compliment factor wise, I did wear this out and about, even though it's a ladies' fragrance. I was confident enough to test this one and try it, but I dare say that it didn't get me a lot of compliments. Some of them are a little bit more unisex. I do feel like this one is definitely a little bit more on the feminine side of things, and it's very clean. It's very understated. So a lot of people didn't pick up on it a lot. The people who did probably smelled it behind me and thought I was just smelling pretty clean and pretty darn good, and maybe decided to use, I don't know, the ladies' blackberry shampoo or something. So it's interesting stuff. I do wish that the dark berry vibe came through in a bigger way. I do wish that that ozone ambergris maybe kind of feel came through in a bigger way, and I wish that there was a lot more musk. But and of course the performance was better, but it's all right. It's not bad whatsoever. Price wise, you can get a 1 ounce for $55 odd. I think that the prices are a little bit high, but they do donate to ladies' causes. This is a brand made by ladies for ladies, and they do donate to help ladies rebuild their lives. Ladies who come from terrible situations of abuse and other, rebuilding their lives from, tragic situations. So, I respect this brand for that. I really do admire them for that. But overall, this one is nice. This is one of my ones I like a little bit more from the brand. Y'all know that I really do like Spark, Willows, and there's a few others that I kind of like. But this one isn't one of my favorites. I love Spark, Willows, and Sierra. That Sierra was the one that kind of evaded me for a second. Anyways, interesting brand, interesting fragrances, very wearable, and again, I feel like they fill a niche in, a little segment in the women's world that's not being fulfilled. I think a lot of women go to the mall. A lot of women go and there's fruity florals, there's girly floral fragrances, there's rose fragrances. Maybe every once in a while there might be a white floral, but they feel like there's not a lot of variety for them. Maybe they want something a little bit like fresh, but with a little bit of character. Highly wearable, though, highly versatile. This might be something like you'd like, but for $55 for 1 ounce, for 3 ounces, if you buy 3 bottles, that's essentially $155 odd. It's a little bit high on the price tag. So overall, though, it's not bad. It's a lot of these fragrances do smell kind of synthetic to my nose. I do have to say that the quality is not superb to my nose. It's not the best thing in the world, but overall, these are not bad. And I think that if you want a lady who wants something very easy to wear, something lovable, wearable, versatile, and you're not too picky on the synthetic qualities of fragrances, I think you might enjoy this stuff. But I am very picky on alcohol smells and the synthetic qualities and those kinds of things. Anyways, everybody, I hope you enjoyed my review today. I hope that you check out this fragrance. Let me know what you think. I do like that they used blackberry and decided to take a little bit of a risk. If they are going to go with blackberry, again, I think it needs to be stronger. But honestly, if you're going for Auria and like dandelions, why would you choose a blackberry of all notes out there in the world? Why wouldn't you choose I don't know, something with a little bit more of a yellow or orange tone, like a Keats, or highlight the fragrance and maybe focus it on orange? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the logic was with this fragrance, with the blackberry being the choice of the fruit. But anyways, this is just my opinions, of course. I'm going to wrap this video up. Let me know, have you smelled this fragrance? Do you know of any blackberry fragrances? I think there's Enchanted Forest. It's like the Vagabond Prince. I think that might be black currant, though. You kind of get that smell somewhat from Amouage, Jubilation Man, and some of the other fragrances out there. There's a few of them, but not a lot. Let me know. Do you know those notes? Do you like those notes? And I'm going to see y'all next time, my friends. Wear what you love, rock what you got, and if you did like my content, please like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, share the video, tell a friend, and when you hit notifications, please hit all notifications, because YouTube won't notify you of my videos if you don't. So see you next time, my friends. Have a good one, everybody, and bye.